Welcome to the Unseen Realm. My name is Jared, and we are starting a new series on here. I wanted to try something different, but my co-host, the special guest who was going to come on with me, is having technical difficulties on their end. So I'm just going to do this first one myself, and then hopefully the next episode, because this is going to be a series, and I'm hoping it's going to be a series where I have people come on and actually talk back and forth and give their opinions on it as well. So if you are somebody who is interested in coming on here and seeking God with me and learning and growing, and possibly teaching me, let me know. Comment below. I'd love to have you on. If you know anybody that would like to be a guest and come on, let me know. Don't forget. I want to update something. I am no longer. We were going to do the giveaway when we reached 100 followers on YouTube and 100 on Rumble, but we are no longer going to worry about YouTube because they are taking my videos down. So once we hit 200 followers on Rumble, I will do a huge giveaway. There'll be 3 winners with one special thing, but it's going to be a huge giveaway, guys. So you help us get up to 200 followers. And don't forget, the giveaways are going to be stuff like this. Don't forget to go to vandystreet.com to get the best handmade tumblers around. And if you want us to design you an image personalized for you, all you got to do is comment and message us. We'll get started on that for you today. But you can go to vandystreet.com, which will be in the comments below this video. Subscribe. It's free. Share this video with your family and friends. So what we're going to do today, guys, is I'll pull up the book. I've got a digital copy of it. So I'll pull up the book, The Unseen Realm, and I'm just going to kind of go over that because it's helped me to look at the Bible in a new way. It's helped me to find God. It's helped me to seek God and to see things in a whole new light. And I'm praying that God uses me as a vessel to reach the people that he needs to reach, that his glory is seen through me and from my progress. This is not for my sake. It's for God's glory. So we will be reading from the Unseen Realm, and I'll connect it to the Bible on certain spots. And then as we go through the series, I'm also going to be connecting to some of these. Yes, you don't have to tell me. I know that these are the books that they took out, but I use these because that exactly for the reason that they took it out. As we've learned, we can't trust those people in power, whether it's the people in the church, whether it's politicians, whether it's the elites or whatever. So this information can connect a lot of dots. So just be open-minded. I mean, if you're so close-minded that you can only read what they say you need to read, maybe we need to rethink that. We should be seeking God, not just doing what man tells us to do. So getting into that, I'll pull up the website and I'll read it and we'll go from there. And if you like, comment back and forth. I am a one-man team. I have not yet figured out, since Rumble, I can't live stream directly to there. I have not yet figured out how to be able to live chat with you guys because I have to stream from my streaming service. But I will figure it out. Like I said, I need to get a team, and we're growing. So hopefully soon I'll be able to hire somebody and find some co-hosts to come on. We have big plans for a lot of things, guys. So, all right, let's get on into it. I'll pull it out, and we will start at God's Entourage again. And now I know I've done some of these videos before, but like I said, this is going to be a whole new series called Seeking God with the Vandys on the Unseen Realm. And it's that because my mom will come on, my brother will probably come on, and whoever else wants to come on will be seeking God with Vandy. So I know, I think I'm clever, right? All right, so let's pull it up. Let's check. I'm going to go ahead and double check and see if it's actually working, if everything's going on my phone. I guess what I need to do is get another tablet. If you're somebody who's been doing something like this for a while and you know how this stuff works, Please, I'm open to advice. I actually need the advice. I can really use it. Okay, I see there's a live chat there, so I can look at it from my phone for live chat. Um, but that's difficult sometimes when I'm in the middle of doing this because it will take me off. All right, I've got the live chat right there in case somebody hops on and wants to talk. I'll try to see. All right, guys. So I am going to pull it up right now and we'll just get on into it. And like I said, remember, guys, I'm sorry. We were having some technical difficulties on the other end. So it's just going to be me on this episode. But going forward, I am looking to bring some people on. So if you're interested in coming on, let me know. All right. Here we go. All right. We're going to start here. It's chapter 3, God's Entourage. Remember, this is the unseen realm. I'm going to try and put my phone over here in front of me in case somebody hits me up. And I can talk back and forth. All right. So it's working now. Let's see here. Dang it. Sorry, guys. Like I said, we are a very small startup, and I need a few more things. All right. So I'm trying to put the phone where I can see it. Y'all message, dang it. See, I'm ruining the video altogether. I hate it when stuff like this happens. It throws me off. All right, so let's get into it. All right, chapter 3, God's Entourage. Children often ask, what was there before God made the world? The answer most adults would give is that God was there. That's true. Here, let me go ahead and just take me out of this so y'all can see it better. That's true, but incomplete. God had company, and I'm not talking about other members of the Trinity. God's family. The biblical answer is that the heavenly host was with God before creation. In fact, they witnessed it. What God says to Job in Job 38, 4-7 is clear on that point. 4, where were you at my laying the foundation of the earth? Now I like that because I have been really digging into the flat earth thing again. And I sure do find that all over the Bible. All right, now tell me if you possess understanding. Who determined its measurement? Yes, you do know. Or who stretched the measuring line upon it? On what were its bases sunk? Or who laid its cornerstone? There's another flat earth term. When the morning stars were singing together and all the sons of God shouted for joy. Let's say that again. When the morning stars were singing together and all the sons of God shouted for joy. Now, I know a lot of us hear over and over again that Jesus sacrificed his only begotten son. And yet here we hear about the sons of God. So, this is just how I am perceiving it. So, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But to me, it seems like when they're talking about Jesus being the only begotten son in the Bible, what they mean is he's the one who sacrificed. He was the sacrifice, the only begotten son. It didn't say that there are no other sons of God, because it does say multiple times that God had a family, that they were there. And we'll get into that on it. Moving on. When God laid the foundations of the earth, and there it is again, the sons of God were there shouting for joy. But who are the sons of God? Obviously, they aren't humans. This is before the creation of the world. We might think of them as angels, but that wouldn't be quite correct. The unseen world has a hierarchy, something reflected in such terms as archangel versus angel. The hierarchy is sometimes difficult for us to discern in the Old Testament, since we aren't accustomed to viewing the unseen world like the dynastic household. As an Israelite would have processed certain terms used to describe the hierarchy. In the ancient Semitic world, sons of God Hebrew, and forgive me if I destroy this pronouncing it. The Hebrew, B'nai Elohim, let me know if I got that right in the comments below if you know, is a phrase used to identify divine beings with a higher level responsibility or jurisdiction. The term angel in Hebrew, malak, describes an important but still lesser task of delivering messages. In Job 38, the sons of God are referred to as morning stars. The same description is found outside the Bible in ancient texts from the biblical world. Ancient people thought the stars were living entities. Their reasoning was simple. Many stars moved. That was a sign of life in the ancient mind. Stars were the shining glory of living beings. The stars also inhabited the divine realm, literally in the sense that they existed off of the earth. The ancients believed that divine beings lived far away from humans in remote places where human habitation was not possible. The most remote place of all was the sky, the heavens. Morning stars are the stars one sees over the horizon just before the sun appears in the morning. They signal new life, a new day. The label works. It conveys the right thought. The original morning stars, the sons of God, saw the beginning of life as we know it, the creation of earth. So right from the start, God has company, other divine beings, the sons of God. Most discussions of what's around before creation omit the members of the heavenly host. That's unfortunate because God and the sons of God, the divine family, are the first pieces of the mosaic. Have any of you guys heard this before or seen that or viewed it this way before? Because when I first read it, it was all new to me. It's what actually started opening my eyes. It's what actually started bringing the Bible to life to me, because I had asked a lot of pastors certain questions throughout the Bible that they just wouldn't answer, refused to answer, or told me that there are just some things we just don't need to know, which I agree with. I'm not completely against that. And I understand that concept that having faith and us not knowing, but that's not what I mean. I'm just, what I mean by what I'm saying is seeking God. And I truly believe God wants us to seek him in all ways, not just go, oh, well, that's just not for us to know. In some instances, yes, I agree with that. In some, no. Okay. First, we learn that the sons of God are divine. They're not human. The sons of God witnessed creation long before there were people. They are intelligent, non-human beings. The reference to the sons of God as stars also makes it clear that they are divine. While the language is metaphorical, it is also more than metaphorical. In this chapter, we'll see other passages that tell us that the sons of God are real divine entities created by Yahweh. Again, guys, have y'all heard anything? This is the first time you've heard any of this. I can see in the live chat if y'all want to talk. And again, guys, like I said, don't forget, the whole purpose in this new series is I do want people to come on and talk with me. So if you're interested in doing that, let's do it, because I'm not claiming to know everything. I'm trying to learn as we go as well. All right. Second, the label sons deserves attention is a family term, and that's neither coincidental nor inconsequential. God has an unseen family. In fact, it's his original family. The logic is the same as behind Paul's words in Acts at Mars Hill. That I may destroy this word as well. The Areopagus, that all humans are indeed God's offspring. Acts 17:28. God has created a host of non-human divine beings whose domain is to the human eyes an unseen realm. And because he created them, he claims them as his sons. In the same way, you and I claim our children as sons and daughters because we played a part in their creation. While it's clear that the sons of God were with God before creation, there's a lot about them that is not clear. They are divine, but what does that really mean? And how should we think of them in relation to God? God's household. The rulers of ancient Egypt were called pharaohs. In the language of ancient Egypt, the title was actually two words. Para'ah, maybe? Para'ah. Like I said, I got a thick Southern accent, and I have issues pronouncing some words. So if I get them wrong, please forgive me. The household concept for the ruling families of ancient Egypt was that of a dynastic bureaucracy. Pharaohs typically had large extended families. They frequently appointed family members to key positions of authority in their administration. The elite staffing of the king's governing bureaucracy typically came from the pharaoh's household. They were administrators, not lowly messengers. This concept and structure was well known throughout the ancient world. It spoke of a layered authority, a high king, elite administrators who were often related to the king, and low level personnel who served the higher levels of authority. Everyone in the system was a part of the government, but authority and status were tiered. Several Old Testament passages describe this administration structure existing in the heavenly realm as well. Psalm 82 is perhaps the clearest and perhaps the most startling, as I related in the first chapter. It's the passage that opened my eyes. The psalm refers to Yahweh's administration as a council. The first verse reads, God, Elohim, stands in the divine assembly. He administers judgment in the midst of the gods. He administers judgment in the midst of the gods. Think about that as we go on. You no doubt noticed that, as I pointed out in chapter 1, the word Elohim occurs twice in this verse. You also probably recognize Elohim as one of God's names. Despite the fact that the form of the word is plural, in English, we make words plural by adding S or ES or IES. Hebrew plurals, masculine nouns, end with IM. While the word Elohim is plural in form, its meaning can either be plural or singular. Most often, the Hebrew Bible plurals, Hebrew Bible is singular, referring to the God of Israel. We have words like this in English. For example, the word sheep can either be plural or singular. We can see, when we see sheep by itself, we don't know if we should think of one sheep or a flock of sheep. If we put sheep into the sentence, the sheep is lost, we know that only one sheep is meant, since the verb requires a singular subject. Likewise, the sheep are lost informs us that the status of the more than one sheep is being discussed. Grammar guides us. It's the same with Hebrew. Psalms 82:1 is especially interesting since Elohim occurs twice in that single verse. In Psalms 82:1, the first Elohim must be singular, since the Hebrew grammar has the word as a subject of singular verbal form. The second Elohim is plural, since the preposition in front of it, in the midst of, requires more than one. You can't be in the midst of one. The preposition calls for a group, as does the earlier noun assembly. The meaning of the verse is inescapable. The singular Elohim of Israel presides over an assembly of Elohim. That's amazing. I never heard that. I've never had a pastor explain that. I've never even heard him talk about that in church. Actually, it's almost like they don't want to talk about that in church. Like, again, guys, I could be wrong. This is just me trying to learn and grow as well. If you know more than me, I am very open into hearing what you have to say. All right, let's go on. Move. A quick read of Psalms 82 informs us that God has his council meeting to judge the Elohim for the corrupt rule of the nations. Verse 6 of Psalms declares that the Elohim are sons of God. God says to them, I have said, you are gods and sons of the Most High, all of you. To the biblical writer, the Most High, Elyon, was the God of Israel. Old Testament refers to him as Most High in several places. The sons of God, the Most High, here are clearly called Elohim. The text is not clear whether all of the Elohim are under judgment or just some. The idea of the Elohim ruling the nations under God's authority is a biblical concept that is described in other passages we'll explore later. For now, it's sufficient that you see clearly that the sons of God are divine beings under the authority of the God of Israel. You see why the Psalms threw me for a loop? The first verse has God presiding over an assembly of gods. Doesn't that sound like a pantheon? Something we associate with polytheism and mythology? For that very reason, many English translations obscure the Hebrew in the verse. For example, the NASB translate it as God takes his stand in his own congregation. He judges in the midst of the rulers. See how they manipulate words? They even do it in the Bibles. And they've been doing it for a very long time. They're still doing it today, to this very day. There's no need to camouflage what the Hebrew text says. People shouldn't be protected from the Bible. The biblical writers weren't polytheists. But since Psalm 82 generates questions and controversy, we need to spend some time on that and what it teaches and what it doesn't teach, along with other passages that inform us about the divine counsel. And we will do that starting in the next episode. All right, guys. So what do you think so far? Is this stuff you've already heard? Is it all new to you? Because it definitely opened my eyes. So I'm not just going to read that. I am going to go back and read some of what he was talking about from the Bible too. So you can see the different translation. Hopefully you hear it in a whole new way now. If you've been watching the whole episode, the Bible will start to come alive as you read this book, especially if you're new to it like me. I'm just been on this journey for a couple of years, so I'm still a baby when it comes to all of this stuff. So let's just go to where he was talking about the sons of God being there with him at creation, and let's see what it says in the Bible. And I will tell y'all what. All right, so this one is the NIV version. All right, so we're going to go to that spot where he was talking about the sons of God being with him when he for creation, and there's where he's talking about the firmament, and there's where he's talking about the foundation again. There's where he's talking about the lights and okay, so let's just start here. Genesis 1:26. Then God said, "Let us make mankind in our image." Now I know that other translations have manipulated that, but as you read this book, you start to understand exactly what he meant by our image. God is the Most High. Elohim, Yahweh, is the Most High. But there are other divine beings which humans would consider gods. And I do believe in ancient times, that's where a lot of those ancient gods came from, the fallen angels, which we'll get into further as we go through this book. This book will bring the supernatural parts of the Bible to life and help you truly understand it. Because for so long, the church has not been teaching the supernatural. As a matter of fact, they want you to not think about the supernatural. They want you to believe in God. I mean, how do you do that? How do you believe in God and then in the same sentence turn around and say the supernatural is just in movies? That's not stuff that actually happens. We say we have faith and we believe in Jesus Christ, but we have issues talking about the supernatural. Now, what is it that Jesus did a lot while he was alive? A bunch of us would consider it supernatural if we saw some another human heal somebody, right? Heal the blind, walk on water, heal a guy in a wheelchair, heal a guy with leprosy, cast out demons from people. That seems pretty supernatural to me. So maybe we need to start looking and teaching the Bible in a new light, in a new way. And I am not a part of any denomination. I do not believe in religion. I think religion was used to divide all of us. It's more of a political thing. It doesn't really bring you to God. It's to control people and to doing things their way. I believe in God. I believe in Yahweh. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe Jesus died and rose again. And he has forgiven me of my sins. And I seek God however I possibly can. And seeking God through these books is what's brought me close to God. But again, guys, like I said at the beginning, we had a technical difficulty. So the special guest that was going to come on and talk back and forth with me on this wasn't able to come on. But I am looking for people who are interested in doing this stuff, especially if you know more than me. And even if you don't know more than me, that's okay. That's the goal is to learn here. The goal is to seek God and to find God. The goal is to get the message out to other people, to show them what's going on in a way that has never been shown to them before, in a way that most churches won't show or never even talk about to you. And again, all of my opinions or perceptions on this, I don't say that they are 100% factual, but it sure has helped me understand it more. And again, that's why I'm trying to start this new series where I can bring some people on and talk back and forth about it. And we can all learn and grow some more. Guys, thank you so much for all the support so far, guys. It truly means the world to us. And don't forget that the giveaways change now. Screw YouTube. Once we get to 200 followers on Rumble, we're going to do a huge giveaway. We'll choose 3 winners. We're going to do tumblers. I'm going to give away some of our health products, and we'll have some surprise giveaways that come up with it as well. And check out this new design my wife did. Just go to vandystreet.com. The link is already in the comments if you want to order. If you want us to personalize an image for you for tumblers, for shirts, for your websites, if you need somebody to build a website for you to help you with your websites or funnels, we do that as well. Just comment below and let us know. We also, before I end it, we also have multiple ways that we help people learn how to generate more money from home. And if that's something you're interested in, comment below and we'll talk, because we have tested these platforms for a couple of years now and they are legit. So guys, thank you so much. God bless. Keep seeking God. Ask questions, especially the questions they tell you not to ask. Question everything you've already been taught and you think you know about the Bible. It is very healthy for us as humans to question why we believe what we believe in the first place. What made me believe that to begin with? Was it something that was forced on me, taught to me? A lot of people don't do this, and they're just not willing to. That they would rather somebody tell them what to believe and how to believe and what to do and how to act than to seek it and learn it for themselves. And I'm hoping this video reaches more people like me that are truly seeking God and want to hop on here and talk about it. If you don't want to hop on and put your face on camera, that's fine too. We don't have to put you on camera. Or you can talk through the chat back and forth. You can ask questions. You can tell me my perceptions a little bit off. Or whatever. Like I said, let's get active and engaged on this page. Let's help each other get closer to God and make sure that we are all on the right path, because we are living in some crazy times, guys. And don't forget, folks, it is happening, especially if a Democrat tells you it's not. Thank you so much for all the support. You can support us also with Cash App, PayPal, stars on Facebook. You can tip us on here. You can tip us on X. We are working on our new website, so there'll be other ways y'all can subscribe, get extra goodies out of it. We want to bring y'all. We want to give back as well. As we grow, we want to give back. We truly do want to help people. The whole reason I started doing all of this is because I do want to help people, because I have had a rough life myself and I understand how it is. And this stuff didn't come easy to me, guys. So if you're struggling with it, don't feel bad. You're not the only one. God bless. Y'all have a wonderful day. And hopefully next time we'll have our guest on with us.